right, Shalom Akim. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash, and double honor goes out to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone from whom we learn the truth. And much love and peace and blessings goes out to all you hopeful elect brothers that are out there teaching the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. So basically, man, this is going to be impromptu posing a question, man, going over some thoughts as I watched this bug out videos. And yes, I watched this guy's videos, well, as far as his recent one. And the question is, after watching it, where are the 144,000 magic mushroom eaters, man? Where are the 144,000 prophets that are out here taking magical mushrooms and aka psilocybic mushrooms and tripping out and getting spiritual powers off of it and taking down the so-called white man? Where is this heck going on at? That's what I want to know. Because you got this guy who's a complete bug out who was rebuked about a few weeks ago. You know, he was claiming to be part of the doctrine of Great Millstone for a number of years, but really he wasn't the whole time. Really, he was a nigga the whole time and a demon, you know. But he was able to mask his wickedness for only so long until the Most High exposed him by putting it in his bugged out brain that it's okay to eat magic mushroom. He pushed this to the flock and he got rebuked, you know. So before he was giving double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, now it's, you know, no double honors. Now it's F Great Millstone. Now instead of Great Millstone, we're PMS instead of GMS, right? So this guy's a complete bug out. And in one video he did, the niggas pretty much brought me up by name. He's talking about this faggot GMS sword scene, which, okay, you know, I'll take it, whatever you want to call me, man. Would you have no proof of any brother in Great Millstone being a homosexual? If you want to go that route, you know, he's just saying shit like that to make fun. But this guy said he cursed me out on the comment board because I said how much he needs to join the camp. First of all, I never fucking said that. It's been the order for a year now that brothers new members are not allowed for Great Millstone because there's so many bug outs in Israel. So in that the scriptures say try a friend. You're supposed to try, man. Why would I reach out to a guy 20 states away who I don't even know personally to say he needs to join Great Millstone? And he's talking about other brothers hit him up for offering to be a part of the camp. Which that's a complete fucking lie, man. Which shows you, it reveals this guy's spirit of who he is as a liar. And that's a part of one of the 7 things Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai hates, is a lying tongue. You know? Talking about he never liked me and shit like that. Well, fine. You don't gotta like me, nigga. But the thing is, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai don't like you. Because you sitting there pushing your false doctrine onto the flock. Pushing for brothers and even sisters to start taking psychedelic mushrooms would have had them high out their damn brain and be bugged the fuck out, man. You know? And the whole point of the shit where you got rebuked on, my man, was that you taught that the manna from heaven is psilocybin mushrooms, which is fucking not, all right? When it's talking about the small round thing, it's talking about a new substance that was never before, okay, harvested on the earth, that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai had come down onto the ground, that they took it and grounded it up and made bread out of it. They took it and ate it for bread. And then the quail, that was the quote-unquote chicken part, if you want to get into that. Because he said, the dumbass said that brothers in Great Millstone said the manna from heaven is chicken and waffles. Brothers never said that, man. If you could compare the quail and the manna, it's comparable to chicken and waffles, if you will. The point of brother saying that was to say, well, that's in Israel's spirit to like chicken and sweet bread type of meals. You know what I'm saying? Just like Issachar what's famous among Issachar is what? Pan dulces, which is sweet bread. That's similar to what the manna from heaven was. Not a goddamn magic mushroom you take and take it to get high off of, man. Come on, bro. Like you're a fucking bug out. And that's the point where brothers rebuked you on, and then you just couldn't stand it. You were so hurt in your spirit. Now you talk about us being PMS, but you were so hurt in your spirit that you couldn't take it. Now brothers are scared of herbs and shit like that. No. Because you have many of herbalist brothers that study the herbs and put other brothers on herbs and plants, but you don't see not one single brother in Great Millstone talking about, oh, here, brother, you know what I'm saying? You can take this, so you take this here poison ivy and spread it on your skin. No, because that is misuse of the herbs. You sitting there taking psilocybin mushrooms and getting high out your brain and getting in contact with the spirit world, that is misuse of herbs, okay? Because you can use herbs just like anything. You can abuse it. So the scriptures say of using the world, but not abusing it. You see, you have to use the world, not abuse it. So you're abusing what the Yahweh Hashem Rashai made by getting high off of it, man. And look at what you did now. Now that you are so convinced in your mind that psilocybin mushrooms are manna from heaven, look at how you speak about the same brothers that you learned everything you know from. I myself being one of them. You watch my videos. I know you watch my videos, dude, because you used to hop on my comment board. Good video, brother. Oh, but you never liked me, though. Well, that just proves you was a fake ass nigga, man. You was a fucking bitch. Like, you call brothers bitches. You was a bitch. All right? You know, and I did watch this man's videos for this guy, this Deep Space Nine Bug House videos for a minute, going back last year, the beginning of 2019. And even I seen something about him in 2018 because he was doing videos on semen retention and shit, and it didn't sit right with my spirit. So I stopped. I didn't pay attention to this guy's, because he came up on my recommendations, so I didn't pay attention to his videos for a while, and it seemed like he got on the right track and going back to the beginning of 2019. But then the dude's videos just were increasingly more about you know, just bugged out shit, you know, which I don't down any brother for doing videos on Isaiah 4:1 and different things like that, but you have to be real wounded in the gospel. You got to be a defender of the gospel. I didn't see not one video of this dude defending the gospel or rebuking other cancer shit, because it's not in his spirit to do so. You know, he didn't have that juice, so to speak. But the thing about him is that he's a demon, man. He was a demon the whole damn time. So it's like you could barely get this dude to hop on camera for the past 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you know. But then all of a sudden he's on fire for perversely cursing out Great Millstone, like he calls the elder of Boston, called him Elder I Dumbass, which his name is Adama, man. That's completely wicked, because you learn what you know from that brother, man. You admitted that you went to the Boston camp yourself to learn. So now your elders in the truth, the brothers that broke bread with you, now they ain't shit. You talk about brothers' personal situations. You calling brothers' wives stupid ass bitches, and calling brothers' sons little, coming at brothers' families, man. They going children and shit like that. So you just a demon, man. Where are the 144,000 magic mushroom eaters, man? You delusional fucking bug out, man. You know, because like I said, you implied my name a number of times in that bugged out video you did. Look, I don't even know you like that. I have minimal contact with you. You wouldn't even be one to know that I watched your videos, because I didn't leave comments on the comment board like that. You know, and you talking about brothers stalking your page. Well, think about it as this: we are watchmen. A watchman watches for new doctors, so you better be damn right if you brought out something new, right? Some new false doctrine, and brothers are gonna hop on your ass about it. Because what? Or I should say, let me not use that terminology. Brothers will, let me see, defend the true standpoint of the scriptures, man. It's not about, oh, we just watching you. Don't the scriptures say as well, mark them, which cause divisions? So you're marked. You're being marked. That's brothers in Great Millstone doing their due diligence by watching you and leaving thumbs down on your pages and shit like that, you know. And other brothers in their spirit did not even pay attention to your ass. Like me personally, man, I don't watch you, man. You know, I've seen a couple of videos you uploaded and shit, but I didn't watch them. You know, and all you talking about is your hatred. You're spewing your hatred for the brothers that taught you, man. And that's not how that's not becoming of a man of the Lord. You talk about, you know, brothers talk about being kings and so forth. That's not kingly. That's not becoming of it. That's not honorable. That's not noble to talk about men like that, man. Talk about the men in Great Millstone like that. The men that you supposedly were of a brotherhood, but now you all of a sudden hate them. So your issue, your main issue, my man, Magic Mushroom Man, Deep Space Nine, Bug Out. Your main issue, bro, is that you refuse to see the error of your ways. So now the brothers that showed you your errors about this whole magic, the manna from heaven being magic mushrooms, the brothers that showed you your errors, now they ain't right. And when the brother as well, I'm gonna say this, the brother that said Yahweh Shai is the manna is talking about figuratively, okay? Yahweh Shai is figuratively the manna, which I don't know how you don't get that, but you don't get it because you're bugged out, man. Something's wrong with you now. You got demons on you now. You always, in my opinion, is that this whole time it's been a while that you had demons on you, but they're fully made manifest by the things that you say now. You know what I'm saying? You mocking brothers for having spiritual fathers, talking about Daddy Ramlab and Daddy Tahar. Well, look, man. Those men are our spiritual fathers, and we honor them, but we don't call them daddy. I mean, that's just you making mockery of the order that's within Great Millstone. And that's fine, you know what? Because you're not a part of Great Millstone, and you know this is what the men of the Lord have had to deal with, these personal onslaughts. And I am doing this video to justify myself or satisfy my lust, but it's just, you know, I'm speaking in the spirit of giving out certain spiritual points while I'm doing this, as to, you know, to give out understanding to brothers of, you know, don't be like this guy, man. If anything, you know, remain within the doctrine. When you're the thing that you could take from it is remain within the doctrine. Take reproof when it's presented to you, man. Reproof and rebuke. Like I had mentioned, the brother Amawan Gabar, as well as myself, left the comments on his first video talking about taking it down, and he said he wouldn't take it down. But that's the spirit of pride. You cannot be proud while you're in the truth, because what? Pride goeth before destruction. So you have to eliminate pride when it presents itself. You know, when pride arises in your life and you exemplifying pride, you gotta cut that shit out. You know, because pride can be a blinder. Pride can blind you from seeing what is truly there. So usually, how it unfolds is that another brother tells you about yourself when you're being prideful, and when that happens, you gotta check that spirit. You know, and the manna from heaven. Look, the manna from heaven is a small powdery. It was a small substance. We don't know the exact quality of it or the consistency because it doesn't exist anymore. Just like it said in the book of Joshua that the manna from heaven ceased to be eaten. Well, why the hell is psilocybin mushrooms still here then? If the manna from heaven was psilocybin mushrooms, then psilocybin mushrooms wouldn't exist in the earth. You fucking dummy. What don't you get about that? You see, this guy is he's a bug out. He's possibly an agent. You know, The manna from heaven was the substance that the children of Israel grinded up and fine and made flour out of it and made bread. Okay? That's what they did. So, I mean, come on now. Mushrooms are a common thing. You know? So, this guy, he's just a bug out, man. You know? So, I mean, that's the whole point of the contention between this guy and Great Millstone, is him just erroneously promoting the use of psychedelic drugs. And yes, we did burn incense, and they produced a quote-unquote psychoactive effect, like frankincense. It makes you calm, but I don't sit there and trip out off of inhaling frankincense. And you compared the use of frankincense to smoking. So wait, are you smoking cigarettes now? Is that where it's at? Are you smoking blunts? So now brothers can smoke blunts, since frankincense and myrrh and lighting it up and producing an aroma, that's the same as smoking. So now smoking should be lawful. Now you can sit there and smoke backwards, you know, in the truth. But this guy don't see how bugged out he is, because he's a baby. He's a novice lifted up with pride. Which, for the record, look, smoking and lighting incense is not the same thing. Fuck. It's a lie. Smoking and lighting incense is not the same thing. You know, smoking defiles your temple. It makes your lungs black. And even when it comes to incense, you shouldn't overuse it. It comes in moderation. You know. So if you burn them heavy for a day, you might want to chill for the next few days off of it. You know, I think that's pretty much all of my passing thoughts as far as the situation with this guy. You know, and I question that. The question was posed, where are the 144,000 magic mushroom eaters, man? Because that's completely bugged out. You know, you said in your own video that magic mushrooms is going to lead to spiritual power. So why don't you got spiritual power? You apparently did it a number of times. You don't got spiritual power. And guess what? It's not going to come to pass, because you've given into a vain vision and given into your lusts, man. You're giving into your lust, shit that you meditated on before you encountered the word. Now you want to mix in your demonic lust with the truth. Because you sat there and tripped on mushrooms and had a good experience off of it, what you call a good experience, and now you got demons on you, and now you're promoting it, man. So you don't. Hey. So with that, all praise goes to Yahweh Shem HaShai and Shalom.